I have a question for the ladies in the room.
Okay.
Jose, feel free to weigh in.
Okay.
Is it smart, after you ask a guy to come home with you, to leave him alone? As in, home alone. No,
Like you're just going to leave the house? You're going to invite the guy over and then you're just going to bail? Is that what you
Is
mean?
he going to set traps
I
like
mean,
Home Alone?
not like the movie Home Alone.
Okay.
I mean, leave a guy by himself at your place for any extended period of
It's
time.
going to be like, well, if I'm taking my family to Paris, sure.
No. Like, do you trust that nothing bad or weird is going to happen?
Yeah, if I'm inviting him back to my place, I hope
A guy
I
you
don't-
just met?
I don't know. I'd hope that they cook something for me.
Yeah,
Like
no,
make something while I'm gone.
I
don't have
something.
What are they going to steal? I have to have something nice to steal.
Brooke, you
like
have,
when
like-
I was dating, I didn't even have a TV.
That's true. I guess you're married now. You don't have anything exciting.
Yeah, and you underestimate how perverted and weird men can be if they're
Yeah.
left to their own devices.
Steal a hairbrush and just smell it. See, that was the first idea in my head.
I
Imagine
know.
if I had more
That's
time to think.
Exactly. I bring this up because one of our listeners took a guy back to her house and only left him there for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
By himself?
By himself.
Oh.
And what happened in that short time was enough to have him changing his mind and wanting to leave.
Oh, no.
Brooke, that normally happens to you after you lose your shirt. No clothes were even lost here. You're going to find out what
sure.
happened in your second date update next. I remember back when I was in college, one of my favorite days of the week was Tuesday nights. Because that's when one of the local pubs did their bar trivia nights.
Oh, fun.
I thought for sure you're going to go with tacos.
Same
So
as
that
me.
is shocking to me. I did not expect trivia.
I like beer and questions.
Okay.
Cool.
And I remember one epic battle between my team, the Quizzards of Oz,
Oh.
versus Blood, Sweat, and Beers.
Oh,
Nice.
I don't
And-
know. I may go with blood,
I'm
sweat, and
rooting for
beers
the
on
other
them.
team.
It always came down to the wire, and I could never remember which appendage Einstein left in a jar, but
Is it his brain?
it was always good times,
Okay.
no matter what we guessed.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, out of all the memories I made, I never ended up meeting a date while I was there. But
Yeah, that's because I
apparently,
don't think you met dates in college, if I remember from your stories.
And your team name, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's literally a trivia night, bro.
okay, you guys are not allowed on my trivia team. That's official.
Not a
But
mystery.
I mean,
I'm just saying, one of our listeners apparently did. Her name is Blair.
Oh.
She's here with us right now. Blair, how you doing?
Hey, how are you guys?
did you just come on the show to teach Jeffrey some lessons about how to meet people and trivia nights?
No, because mine was like a total accident.
Okay.
Oh.
Am I getting ahead of myself? I have to know. What was your trivia team name?
Oh, that's fun.
It's kind of an inside joke, but Bubble Guppies.
Bubble Guppies.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
the kids show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. No.
You don't
know.
see them coming up as a champion.
Didn't-
That's
Okay.
cute.
Okay.
The Bubble Guppies.
All right, go Bubble Guppy.
Yeah.
I want to know. So who did you meet while you were at trivia night?
Yeah, so a friend and I, we were just having a drink at a bar that's close to my home, and this guy, Kurt, and one of his friends, they were just sitting next to us. And honestly, I had no idea it was trivia night.
Oh.
You were just
That's-
going to the bar.
That's happened to me before. Where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, I'm
Same.
here on the right night.
Same.
Totally. And so they announced it, and they just kind of looked over at us and were like, hey, you want to join our team? And we're like, yeah, sure, why not?
Fun.
Cool.
Did you join his team because he was good looking or because he looked smart?
I would say both.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you can be both good looking and look smart, right?
Yeah.
I
no.
don't know about
rare.
that. Yeah.
Very rare.
I think they go together.
I'm neither.
But I
so-
like
Yeah, okay,
dorks,
Brooke.
so.
Okay, big glasses. So, okay, how did that go?
Well, I mean, we didn't win. Like, I don't think I've ever
Oh.
won trivia, but we had a lot of fun. You know, it was entertaining, and
Okay.
there's like time in between the questions, and so we learned a little bit about each other. And
Oh, but that's drinking time in between the questions.
Wait, you just don't talk to anybody? You just chug your beer
Why
in
else-
between questions?
If I just wanted to do trivia
This,
night, I wouldn't go to a bar.
Explains so much
Oh.
about you, Jeff.
Okay.
Okay.
So you really connected with him.
yeah, I totally did. Like, I said he's cute, and he's studying to be an architect, and
Cool.
I
Whoa.
thought that was cool. Like,
Sweet. Did it feel flirty ever?
oh, totally. So I told him maybe it'd be fun sometime for him to take me on a walk around and explain some of the buildings in our neighborhood and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Mhm.
So
Good.
Sorry, I was just looking at Alexis's face when she said we're gonna take a walk around the neighborhood and learn about buildings.
Sorry, I was just making sure I heard that right. I was like, that's it? That's, you want it?
Alexa's gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
And so he invited me out, and we walked around one evening, and
Oh, so it was a nighttime stroll, like a
Yeah.
end of the day
Does
type
that
of
make
thing.
it better, Alexis?
How are you even seeing anything then?
Well, it's
not
just-
like-
the light is still out.
You're not in a cave.
Hopefully the walk can then lead to like a bar to get a drink or something.
That sounds better.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
blindfolded walk, hopefully. Right?
I mean, it was super cool because we walked by this old movie theater towards the end of that part, and like you want to see all the lights on the marquee and whatnot. But we took some pictures, we had fun, and I told him, if you want to see something really cool, I live in one of the oldest houses in the city.
Smooth move. Oh, the whole thing was just a setup to get him back to your place, and I love it.
Why did you jump right to that?
History makes Brooke Rand.
Yeah, I know. Was that?
Am I wrong?
Was that a pickup line, or did you actually want him to come check out your old building?
Well, I mean, a little, I don't know. Like, he picked up on it. He's like, wait, are you inviting me back to your place?
See?
You know, and we're being kind of flirty. And I was
Okay.
like, yeah, not for that reason, though. Like, I think you'll think it's really cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So we did. He was like, fine, yeah, let's go check it out.
Hey.
And
There we
my
go.
roommates were all out that evening, and so I was able to kind of show him everything, all the details of the different bedrooms. I mean, it's like one of those big old houses. It has like incredible details and windows
Wow,
and
like archways and.
Let's get to the part that Brooke wants to know
Yeah.
about.
Let's get
Kind
to
of
Let's
it.
get to the dirty
What
stuff.
does the bed look like?
I want to know what kind of archways you saw on him. That's what I want to know.
Disgusting.
well, so we were hanging out for like 45 minutes, and then I asked him, hey, do you want to stay a little longer? How I can make us a drink. And he said he had to get home to take his dog out, and I was just like, okay.
I think you messed up. You had to start the drink at the beginning, like not after 45 minutes, because maybe
Sobered up a
you're
little.
tired. Yeah, you're a little sober.
You're probably right. I don't know. Like, honestly, from the way the conversation was going, because it's like, it wasn't like we were just talking about architecture the whole time. Like, we talked about our families and other things we like to do. And so, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It sounds like you made a deep connection with him.
Yeah.
But like too deep. I know that sounds dumb, but like maybe he literally just thinks this will be a good study buddy, but not maybe a good girlfriend, you know?
Don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like a friend zone for nerds.
Or maybe he found another woman who lives in an even older building. It's possible. I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to call Kurt and we'll ask him what happened when we get your second date update next. A steamy bar trivia night turned into a sexy architecture tour at night,
Oh my goodness.
which turned into a possible hookup at an old house.
Hey.
That turned out to be no hookup,
Yeah.
Oh.
with the guy walking out saying, I gotta leave and put my dog back in.
And that's not
back in.
that's not a euphemism.
He had to go get his dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right.
not the way that our listener Blair hoped that the evening would go.
Yeah.
But we're hoping maybe on the second time around things can go even better.
Oh.
And we can let that dog out.
Oh.
Yeah. See.
Rough.
Roam free.
Oh.
Are you guys not understanding?
I get it.
I've literally said word for word what Blair told us.
We
I
gotta
know.
feed the
It just
dog
feels-
eventually, right?
Feels kind of weird, but yeah, I'm with you.
Blair
I'm
got
with
me.
you. I know Blair has your back, right?
Yeah, I'm a little confused too.
Yeah. We're all
Yeah.
Speechless from how perfect that description
Yeah.
was, obviously. But
Jeff confuses a lot of people.
bottom line is we're about to call Kurt here and try and figure out what's been going on since you last saw him.
Okay, that would be great.
I think you're going to be fine. I think just like the tempo of your date kind of got too slow at the end there.
Okay, well, let's pick up the tempo and just dial the phone number right now.
All right.
No more
Tempo,
talking, just
hurry.
dialing. Shut up. Here we go.
Too fast, Jeff.
Hello.
Hey, is this Kurt?
Yeah, who's this?
I was like, do you want to take over?
I don't know why I just
You
said
just said
hello.
hey.
That's the first time in the history I've ever said hi, but hi, Kurt. Apparently I'm excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurt,
I don't know what I'm doing.
you're on the radio right now.
Welcome to our show, Jose. Jose's here too.
I just spaced out. Like, oh, someone's on the phone.
What, did I win some tickets or something?
No.
No,
Sorry, man.
We're calling because we heard that you have an intense interest in architecture.
We're doing an architecture segment on our podcast.
We're doing a whole week-long
no.
segment about cool architects.
Yeah.
Sound like the worst morning show.
What are you talking
You
about?
sound boring, bro.
Okay, yeah, hey guys, no offense, but I'm kind of busy now.
Oh.
How can I help you?
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No time
We'll
for
get to the point.
Forget his serious architect type. Kurt, we're trying to get some help for one of our listeners named Blair that you've seen a couple times apparently over the last few weeks.
What about her?
Oof.
Okay, that was...
It's a little cold.
You are hard to read, sir, to me. Very direct.
Well, she told us that she had a nice time hanging out with you at bar trivia and doing a little architecture tour around the city.
Going back to her place and checking out all the pieces
All the
of...
what? Whoa. All the what? Going back to her place and checking out all the what?
Like the stuff in her house.
The walls,
Yeah, the
Stuff?
the molding. That's what I got.
Arches, yeah.
door frames. I don't know what architects are into.
Hey, guys.
What?
I go back to this girl's house, and she's, everything's cool, and she's like, I gotta take a phone call. And I'm like, okay. She was like, whatever, just kind of make yourself at home. And I was like, cool. It's a big house.
Okay, that's what she said. She has a bunch of roommates.
Yeah, like, house is dope, older. From the outside, it's cool. But I started going through this house, and y'all are probably going to believe me, but the craziest things started happening in her house. So I'm talking about, like, the channel on the TV would just randomly change.
The what?
You're talking about this kind of older, big house. It was super cold. All the windows were closed.
Kurt,
It was like, haunted?
Kurt,
Yeah.
when she stepped out of the
No.
room to take a phone call, you got scared?
I felt like there was gonna be like this little white girl with long hair covering her face pop out of a closet.
So it's like
my
haunted.
gosh.
Are you joking?
What?
No, and that's the problem. It's one of those things, where y'all aren't gonna think I'm joking. Y'all go to old girl's house and see how y'all feel.
Really?
I don't think you're joking. I'm trying to understand. So that the TV changed the channel and there was
Yeah.
a light draft.
A door opened and closed by itself.
Oh, heck no.
No, you guys,
don't like
you're an
that.
architect. Old houses, I grew up in a house that was built in 1910. Like, old houses are drafty. Things are not settled correctly. Floors are uneven.
I mean, but it wasn't built on the side of a hill. The door's not just gonna randomly close.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I bring this up to her, and she's just like, yeah, it's an old house. It happens sometimes. And I'm like, excuse me?
What?
What'd you say? Happens sometimes?
What?
Whoa.
So you are not calling Claire back because you think her house is haunted.
Yeah, you should have been a detective. It's pretty good work.
Oh.
Okay.
What a
Wow.
fine compliment,
Sassy.
Brooke.
Get her.
Fine. I mean, it's
No.
not that I don't believe in ghosts. It just seems like a silly reason not to go out with someone. She can't control ghosts in her own
Her
house.
house is haunted. He
What, you
spends
think
the night. He's
that
going to get murdered.
She's like
Brooke.
sicking the ghosts on you while you're out of the room.
And I-
Ghosts will sick
No,
themselves.
but like the crazy thing is, guys, I say all that, and I mean, at the end of the day, it was kind of hot.
Wait, what?
What?
But still, I'm not going to go out with her. I can't. It's just too weird.
So you're saying Blair is hot, but ghosts are not.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Wow,
sense.
you don't make
Well,
fun of him for being a detective
I-
there.
and
Let me just take.
Wow.
Let me just take a wild guess. She's been listening in on this entire time.
Oh,
Okay, Kurt. So you have heard our show before,
oh.
Blair.
Hi. Oh my God. I had no idea. I remember he brought it up once and I just I don't know, I just shrugged it off. It's like when you live in it, you practically forget it's even a thing.
What is? Your house is haunted?
Yeah, I mean, it's just little stuff like, he said, did you know that door just opened and closed? And I was like, oh, yeah, that happens all the time. It's no big deal.
All the time? My mind is
Who's
blown.
having a heart
I
attack?
am so scared of ghosts. Are you kidding me?
Oh, God, it's not scary. It's so,
Hey, guys.
I mean,
Kurt, why don't you talk to
Yeah.
Blair about this?
I know. You know what me and your house both have in common?
I have no idea.
What?
We're both ghosts. See ya.
Oh,
What?
God.
You're
Oh, he's
ghosting her.
ghosting
You're
her.
like making a rude
No.
joke.
No, you already
Gross.
ghosted. Now you can't double ghost.
Wait, did he hang up?
Oh, he hung up?
What the hell?
What?
Oh, he hung up. What a jerk.
What a weirdo, honestly.
That was weird.
Claire, that was not the personality I expected of the dude you went out with.
That you met at trivia.
Yeah, that you went on and talked about architecture with for an hour.
Architect.
Honestly, like, all of that was so weird.
Yeah.
That was not the guy I hung out with.
Oh,
I'm
he's
so
possessed.
confused.
I think he was obviously spooked. I'm just wondering, Blair, is your house really haunted, or do just weird things happen there sometimes?
Yeah, you said that happens a lot.
Oh, I mean, it's haunted. Like, I've talked to people. Like, there's this little kid, Annie, who, like, died of tuberculosis.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's friendly ghosts, though.
I consider her the more fun, playful thing. Like, when you see something roll across the floor or, like, something more mischievous stuff. Like, my phone was on that table and now it's on a different table. Like,
When inanimate objects just happen to move across the
She
room,
just wants
that's
to
little
play.
Annie.
A
Yeah,
knife comes
she was
flying across and embeds in the wall. It's like, Annie, why are you playing with me again?
I've never seen it move. It's like you'll leave the room and then you'll come back and it'll be like that. Or, you know, like with her, we know because every once in a while you'll hear coughing and you know that's
Oh, that's the
her.
TB. That's
Yeah.
the
She
TB
died of
taken down Annie.
tuberculosis. Oh no.
could have been
So are you saying that there's other ghosts that live in the house too?
there's this other one. We call him Mr. Sampson. And like, he is this old, angry drunk.
Oh.
How do you know that?
We've just been told stories that have, I guess, been passed down by people who have lived there over the years.
It's a historic house.
Okay.
I feel like I
Wow.
wouldn't bring people back there to hook up, knowing there's ghosts watching you.
I don't know.
but
Some people may
that's
be
just
into it. Like if you just give them a heads up beforehand, maybe
Well,
next
I've-
time.
Maybe you can get wingmanned by a ghost.
You just want to make sure little Annie isn't in the room. She
Yeah.
needs to have a
Yeah.
bedtime.
Blair, I'm sorry that Kurt was such a weenie about this and is so afraid of ghosts, but there is somebody on this show who absolutely loves them.
Oh.
And he is single. His name is Jose.
I hate ghosts.
Well, he hasn't met Annie yet. I think
Yeah,
Annie
you
could be
love
the one
kids.
that
You love
do
kids.
love
changes his
kids,
cold
do
heart.
not like
Blair, we would love to send you out with Jose on
Oh,
a
with
date.
me?
Yeah.
No, we have to call homeboy
We'll pay for
back.
that date.
No, homeboy sucks.
A one-on-one with Jose at your old
I
house.
have to go to her house? No, guys. Come on, don't do
Or
this to
Jose,
me.
if you don't like Blair, you can always go out with Annie.
You like younger? No, that's bad. I meant. Sorry, never mind. I meant like 20s and 30s.
You guys are trying to get me haunted or possessed or something. I'm not going in her house.
Trying to get you something.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
little ghost action might be good for you.